Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. As promised akong last na video, which is 48 years ago, I'll try to come up with another vlog, char, another video nga medyo na purpose and meaning in life, something that you can learn from and something that you can, although akong mga videos sa mga punto yung mga something that you can learn from, pero kanay ka nang hopefully makarelate mo and hopefully you'll learn something na you can apply in real life. So in today's video, since medyo cozy ang akong environment, medyo chill, literally sitting down and winding down with all the habol and ulan around me. So our topic is about, drumroll, about breakups and moving on, like how to move on from a breakup. Although this topic is very common, like this is not the first video nga inyong gi-click about moving on and about breakup, but I wanna share with you some of the practical tips that I use personally and that worked for me. Although sa mga nakaila sa ako, you know very well that my moving on process was not really the best one, because for me my moving on process was a bit long. But also pag move on, there's no short or long. Take your time, take all the healing that you need. At least, diba, you spend that time with yourself and not dragging other people, or having a rebound relationship just because you don't want to admit na wala pa ka naka-move on. So anyway, so today I'm gonna share with you some of the tips that I use personally that helped me move on from a relationship that didn't end well. So to start, since grabe man nato ka digital karon, no, like especially for millennials, ang phone gid ang pinaka number one nga kalaban. It's either na yung mga pictures sa atong gallery, yung pangalan sa atong contacts, Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, Snapchat, whatever, Twitter, and other social networking sites na connected mo. What else? Any form of digital connection that you have. So I guess that's the first thing na kailangan nato i-address, because permintin mo na to hawid ang atong phone. So the tendency to connect with the person is very high bitaw, because naakay access sa iyaha 24/7 through your phone. So how do you help yourself move on from this person, especially if you've decided na you will really move on na? Okay? So hopefully my exes don't watch my videos para di sila kabalo. Anyway, so change your ex number on your phone. So kani siya, kuan gid siya kana murag attitude gid sa babae, mga lalaki ha, kung may mga lalaki nga nanaw diha, attitude gid sa babae nga i-delete ang inyong phone or i-change ang pangalan sa phone para ma-express ang kalagot. But my tip for you girls is to change that person's name on your contacts list in a positive way. Like you would say, charge na. Like instead of renaming it bastard or BS or douchebag or whatever, you can rename the contact into you deserve better, or thanks for the memories but goodbye, something like that, something that is positive, but at the same time it reminds you as well na dili na dapat na wala na sunod, something like that. So for me personally, ay di lang ako masulti kasi magtanaw siya. So you can use different names para bitaw every time you're tempted na i-contact siya, especially pag medyo tugnaw, especially pag medyo malamig ang gabi, or kanang you hear a song that reminds you of him or her, and matrigger ka or push ka, i-message siya. So whenever you go to your contacts list and find that person's name and remind yourself kay nakabutang you deserve better or not the one yet, something like that. that. So it somehow stops your urge to message the person. Kailangan makay physical or visual na reminder na, oops, dili na. Second thing is, I don't know, for some people, ingon sila blocking the person in your social media or in any social media platform is childish. But for me, it depends. Before, I didn't know about, no, actually, I know nga na unfollow button, so that you remain friends. But the thing is, on Messenger, makita gyapon nimo pag online siya. And the fact that you're both online but you're not talking anymore, the more it reminds you nga wala na yung kamo. And it hurts because you used to be very close. He or she used to be the person who knows everything up to the tiniest details about you or about your life, depending on how open you are to your partner. Pero he used to be that person, or he or she used to be that person, and now you're just both online and you're not even talking. So it hurts more. Sakit siya sa dughan, di ba? And if mahitabo na kapila ka beses sa isa ka adlaw or kapila ka beses sa isa ka semana or bulan, the more that you'll be reminded of the pain. So muna nga better unfriend the person or block the person. Okay, if you unfriend the person, there's a tendency for you to stalk. And if you see nga mag-change siya profile picture nga na siya bago nga uyab niya, ikaw wa pa ka nagmaoy pa ka, so murag again, it will prolong the moving on process because you're constantly touching the wound instead of letting it heal. Get the point? Okay. But if you're strong, you know, murag kaya ni mo dawaton na it's okay kung parehami online, doesn't matter, then fine, that's your thing. Pero in pa sila, it's really impossible for two ex-lovers to be friends. So, kung friends mo sa social media, you're just fooling each other. Sorry for the lack of better word, you're just fooling each other that you can be friends. But if you really love each other, it's hard to be friends again. Yeah. Okay. And then, what else? Sorry kayo akong medyo low energy ko kay murag kuan mo siya pag bedroom voice akong tingog ba niya kuan sad ka ng tugnaw. Isa pa atong topic is kuan gid siya girl talk, heart to heart. So murag inanig dapat ang kay loud kay murag mawala ang momentum. Anyways, my second tip is declutter. Girls, guys, whoever, declutter. Kanang remove anything that will remind you of him or her. Stuffed toys, t-shirts, couple shirts ninyo, couple wallets. I'm not saying ako niya. Pero whatever it is that reminds you of the other person, yung makita nimo sa imong kwarto, sa office, sa imong wallet, sa imong bag, wherever, that constantly connects you to a memory of him. Just declutter. I'm not recommending nga inyo gid siyang ilabay kay sayang pod, and besides, so magbalik na mo charot. Dili ka nang usay magod pag imo siyang pugson, the more what you resist persists magod. So the more nimo siyang gi-resist, the more that you are thinking of that thing na imong gilabay. Kung di pa ka ready ba, tapos imo nang gibuhat. So what I suggest is you keep it in one place. You can put it in a memory box or something, or you can put it sa imong maleta nga di mo ginagamit, or put it in a box and tuck it somewhere na dili mo per may makita, but you know that it's there. So if there are times that you wanted to cry, you wanted to, you know, if you miss the person, you wanted to have a moment, then you can go and visit this memory box and have your self-pity party because di wala na ka mo. But you also need that, you know, you also need to cry, but that's another tip. So for this one, just declutter, and once you're ready to let go, like after like few months after murag nag-heal na ka slowly and you're ready to let go of those things, then you can let go. You can donate, you can throw, You can give it to other people na di mo makita. So, things like that. Now, let's talk about pictures sa imong gallery. This is a tough one because, if you have so many pictures, so many good memories together, it's so hard to let go. Diba? Like thousands of pictures, pila ka albums, pila ka laag, and pila ka mga kaswitan, whatever's. Okay, so the point is, how do you let go of the pictures? So you can do two things. You can save everything in one flash drive and include it in your memory box. So you know that it's there. Gusto ka nga, again, magbalik, tanaw, gusto ka mahila, gusto ka mga stuff na makapatrigger sa imo nga makahila ka, so pwede din mo i-save dito sa flash drive and then just keep it sa box nga kauban sa iyang mga memorabilia. That's tip number one. If you don't want to do that, just do the second tip, which is to create a dummy Facebook account and upload all your photos there. This dummy account is private. I mean, you're not adding anyone. And to make it double private, make the pictures, the settings album only me, so ikaw ra gyud makita. So yeah, upload everything there. So if you wanna look back, if you miss the person, it happens. So instead of messaging the person and begging for him to come back, or magsinamok kung unsa man ang iyahang sitwasyon karon with another person, or if he's happy already, then just visit that dummy profile and just reminisce. And yeah, pagbigyan lang naman mo yourself to have a moment, but accept that it's no longer there. Yeah, so once you're ready, like as you progress or as you move along, murag dawat na nimo nga kailangan na gina ko na-edit ko mga pictures, or gisumpulan akong tanaw, murag wala na ko ma-feel. Guys, if abot gani ang time na ma-feel ninyo nga wala na may ma-feel when you look at your photos together, that's a good sign. And if that happens, then delete the album. Thank the memories and goodbye memories, so that you can make room for new ones, for new people, new memories, new love, things like that. So, yep. What else? Yeah, so that's clearing your stuff. The next tip is to make a list of why the relationship didn't work. So, since naman tayo phone, permi sa itong mga kamot, you can do it sa inyong notes app, or you can write it, like literally write it sa notebook or whatever if you're that type of person. Pero very advisable kung sa notes app sa inyong phone, because your phone is always with you and it's very accessible. So dali rin mo makita ang notes na imong isulat. So what do you have to list down there? List down the reasons why the relationship didn't work. It's not a hate note or a hate sheet na dito ka mag-vent nga di ka ganan sa imong ex, regardless kung kinsa na sayo or unsay reason nga nagbulag mo. But this one is be objective in writing down or in listing down the information ani nga notes. Just list down the reasons why it didn't work. Like you have different beliefs, you have different principles in life, you came from different background, everything you talk about, you end up kaaway mo or whatever, or he cheated or whatever the cases you have. So just remind yourself nga nung wala nag-work ang relationship, because there are gonna be a lot of times nga mura bitaw you wanna give a second or third chance sa inyo because you really miss the person, because ang ato magong utok kay medyo kuan siya kanang tricky, ganun bitang ginatrick ta ba sa good memories, although na yung mga painful memories, parang overpower siya sa good memories bitaw, because our brain works that way. So whenever those times come, just take out this sheet that you created and remind yourself nga nang wala nag-work ang relationship, and ask yourself, if you go back to this person, will these things not be there anymore, or you just have to deal with those stuff again and let history repeat itself, and allow yourself to be hurt again, diba? Because it's also case to case. Like, what if ang reason di ay kay very shallow lang, mura bitaw, dapat di ay wala mo ni end up sa breakup, diba? So it's case to case. But if the reason is absolute, yung murag kabalo jud bitaw ka nga wala na gid dapat, murag lisod jud kay siya i-push, pero gipilit lang gid ninyo nga push. So if you have this sheet that will remind you kung anong wala nang work ng relationship, you will have second thoughts of reaching out to this person even if you miss him or her so much. Yeah, so that's tip number 3. Next is create separate playlist for all the music that reminds you of him or her. So, namagi mga songs nga para bitaw ma-relate nimo, not necessarily theme song ninyo, but there are kanang mga songs na play sa background sa inyong first date, or it could be a concert that you watch together, or namoy event kang gantuan nga was very special and this song keeps playing on the background, so whenever you hear the song, it reminds you of that person. So what I suggest, na may Spotify account, Deezer, music app, whatever that is, make a separate list for those songs. Kay lisod pud no, lamay kay mong mood, nang biyahe ka and all, tapos mukalit lang og play ang salamat sa sakit. Muna ang sa diay song. So, himo siya lahi ang playlist. So, ngayon mo nga maghimo lahi ang playlist. Ano maghimo ba kog playlist in the first place? Nga hindi naman lang nako siya stop ug paminaw. Because you need to. You also need to. And that will be my next tip. So, again, for this one, just make a separate playlist for all the songs that remind you of him or her. Para dili ka mag-emote in the middle of your work, dili ka mag-emote in the middle of your commute kung asa ka padulong, because that's not the right venue to shed a tear. Dili ka mag-emote in the middle of your happy day just because nikalit lang ko insert ang song that reminds you of the pain or whatever. So yeah, create a separate playlist. Now, my next one, which is related to this, is why do you need a playlist for all of your songs? Because, di ba na yung mga time na gusto ka mag-visit sa imong memory lane? Gusto ka mag-visit sa memory box, sa mga pictures, sa mga remembrance and everything. So, at least pundong wala kay music sa background. Ito na yung pag-emote. Butang yung music sa background. Why? Because you need to cry. Guys, you also need to cry. It's okay. If you don't want to show people that you're crying, that's also fine, but you need to cry. You need to let it out. You need to accept that you're hurt, because being hurt means you're being human, and that means you really love truly. Otherwise, dili ka masakitan, di ba? Mawala siya because you don't love him or her anyway. Pero if you really did, then just cry. Whatever, di ba? What else? Hilak lang good. So, muna nga dapat na kayo separate playlist para tuloy-tuloy mo paghilak ba? Because it's also necessary. It's part of moving on. Kaya if dili mo na siya ihilak, imo lang na siyang i-set aside, time will come nga murag matingala na lang ka, mukalit na lang kang breakdown. It's because you skip that part, which is a very important part, the grieving stage, diba? So yeah, that's another tip. Medyo daghan ako na share na tips, no, and as much as possible I want this to be 5 tips lang para di kayo taas. So my last tip will be to work on yourself. Guys, discover yourself more. Ako, during the time na single ko, na-realize na ako nga that na-aday ko yung passion for drawing. I can sketch a little. Also, I started creating vlogs. Kaya I had fun kanang editing videos, shooting videos, creating something, just, allowing my creativity to have a concrete output bitaw makita. And then I also found a kanang desire or interest in reading books, pero it's more on self-help books. I do read mga self-improvement, self-development books because I learned a lot from them, and if not because of the breakup, I wouldn't have kanang gone through that path. Bitaw nga nahilig ko magbasa ng mga self-improvement or mga self-development books. Discover a lot sa imong self. Kanang mura bitag spend all this time on yourself, and at the same time, since kabalo naman ka nga nung wala nag-work ang relationship, if you have contributed sa nganong nag-fail ang relationship, then this is the right time that you work on those stages. For me, I realized that I have insecurities that wala ko kabalo were there, and I was in denial when I was in the relationship. But stepping outside, if I consider myself as a third-party observer na naka-witness ato nga situation, I would say that the girl has a lot of insecurities. So, ako, ang girl. Well, obviously ako. But, yeah, I realized nga daghan ko insecurities, and that's the reason why gamay lang nga kasikas makatrigger na dahil siya sa ako ang masuko, magduda, whatever. It's because I have insecurities na wala na ako na-acknowledge, and it took another person to show that to me, although unconscious siya nga siya ang nagpahibalo sa ako that I have insecurities. But inana, so since I realized nga dali ko mga insecurities, I mag-dissect na ko siya kung sa man mga klaseng insecurities na ako. And then I tried to use this time of being single to address my insecurities, like ang saon nga dili na siya mag-exist sa akong next relationship. And the more that you spend time with yourself, the more that you are thankful na single pa ka, because you will have all this time to work on those things. That is if you are kana bitaw willing o interesado jud mo nga dili na maulit, nga dili na siya madala nga excess baggage, dili na siya madala nga baggage sa imong next relationship. Otherwise, magbalik-balik lang ang problema, mabitaw kapoy kayo unless makita kang partner nga siya ang mo adjust gyud pirmi, which is dili pud healthy because mabot ang time na ma-burn out pud siya. So yeah, just use all this time to work on the things nga you think would help you improve your next relationship, para life progress ba, dili ba ito ingon nga wala ka nag-grow sa imong experience. What else? Sorry ha, kaya wala dyan ko listahan. Kani siya, marag pinabtik ragid niya siya. So, I guess that's it for now. I don't want to make this too long. So guys, those are the 5 tips that I can think of for now. Those are the tips on top of my head. Kaya medyo ambush ni siya nga pagka-video, no? So, marag, as you can see, marag low-key, or matag chill. Pati akong boses is medyo dako siya kaayo because bedroom voice na siya. And, yeah, hopefully you learn something sa akong mga gipang share, and hopefully di magtanaw ako mga ex para di sila kabalo akong kinsa ang akong gimin, pero wala ko describe. Yeah, that's it for tonight. Hopefully maka-move on na mo kung sa manggalit na inyong na ibati karon. Just know that it will not be permanent, and there's no short or long period for moving on. Just take all the time that you need, and only enter in your relationship if you're totally healed and you're ready, so that you'll be fair to the other person as well, diba? And yeah, love yourself, because ingon si ante kasi ang kanta, di ko sure kung Whitney Houston or pasaylo akong kinsa, that learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. And with that, I end this video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good night. Bye.